morning class. So we are discussing about Under the Greenwood Tree. The first stanza we have discussed. Now let's see in the second stanza what is there. Who doth ambition's son? Now here doth, another old English doth, D-O-T-H, doth means does. Okay. So who doth ambition's son and loves to live in the sun means, ambition means we lived in the city life or in a busy schedule. We are having our own ambitions towards our own necessity, is it? So Greenwood Tree is something place where you can lead only the leisure life, is it? Whatever you want to do without any busyness, without any hurdles, that you can do in Greenwood Tree. So the poet is hailing us, telling us or welcoming us in that world where you no need to follow any ambition to be completed. Rather you have to avoid or stay away from those ambitions. Shun means to avoid. Okay, shun means to avoid. To avoid or stay away from those ambitions what you are having in our busy schedule life. Clear? So leave all those ambitions and come here seeking, as come here loves to live in the suns, because here only will get the sunshine, not that sun ambitions and all. Okay, the nature's beauty will get here in the Greenwood trees. So come, he is just telling us, seeking the food he eats means whatever foods are available there, that only he is seeking, and pleased with what he gets, and he is loved or very pleased to get all those things naturally. Here in our city life, to earn money is our only motive, so that we can get food, is it? So for that only we are studying, we are going to schools, we are going to colleges, universities, so that we can get any job, or we can stable and earn our livelihood. That is our motive in city life, busy schedule life. But in the Greenwood Tree, there no need to do your ambitions, complete your ambitions, or to reach to your goal. Just forget about all these ambitions, avoid all those ambitions, and come and loves this pleasurable sunlight and get the food whatever is available there, and pleased with what he gets, and whatever the availability you will get, just pleased with those. Okay, forget all those busy schedule life what you are getting in the city life, leave those and just come and enjoy this natural pleasure. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Hither means before only I said here, come here. Here shall he see no enemy except the winter and the rough weather. The same lines are repeating here. It's a repetition of the lines. Okay, so the same thing he is saying. So come here and enjoy whatever you are getting here. Here only one enemy will get, that is winter and the bad weather, a rough weather. We know that one. It is very difficult to live in the green wood or under the tree during winter and bad weather. Okay, we need that time shade. So except those two enemies, you will get whatever you want, your pleasurable things and all in this greenwood tree. So the poet is here just telling us, come and enjoy those pleasurable life in the greenwood tree under that greenwood shade. Likewise I want to do. I left all my ambitions, I left all those things in my busy schedule life, from my busy schedule life, and just come under this greenwood tree and leading this pleasurable livelihood whatever I want from the natural. Clear? So here he is just hailing us, welcoming us to enjoy the natural beauty and see the different perspective of life whatever we are having now. Is it? It's a totally different aspect. Whatever you are doing in the city busy schedule life, in greenwood tree, completely different thing you will get. So he's just telling us those points, that what you can get in our greenwood life and all. So whatever advantages of outdoor life you can get from there, that you have to write. So two questions you will prepare from here. First one, the summary of the poem. I'm writing summary of the poem. Okay. And second word, what are the outdoor advantages of life poet expects here? That you have to write. The outdoor life, advantages of outdoor life. Advantages of outdoor life. What are the advantages of outdoor life? Poet wants to say us, that he will write here. Okay, so prepare those two questions. Hopefully the poem is easy for you to understand. First stanza is very easy and the second stanza likewise the same only. Okay, two old English are there, English words are there, that also I mentioned. Okay, so read the poem properly and prepare the summary of the poem, and with that, what are the advantages of outdoor life poet depicts here, poet said here, that you will write in para. Okay, so do that one. Till then just revise the poem. Thank you class.